So I'm a little annoyed because I can't find the spool of thread I was looking for. It's really annoying when that happens, when you have something and you've kept it and looked after it and brought it from Ireland to Texas nearly 10 years ago. Anyway, so I'm going on with what I have. I'll just switch to something different in a minute. Because as you know, my day job is calling. I got to get back there. Now, while I was hunting for the thread though, I did find some zips. So I had ordered zips from Waywalk or Wawalk a little while ago, invisible zippers, and they are going to do a bang up job for my zips for the cushion. Okay, so we've gone from one side to the other on, and now we have to do the same thing all over again. Where's my trash can? All right, I see something is awry with my serger. Let me see here. Oh, twisted, and the thread. There's nothing worse than knotty thread. Thread. That's what I would call it if I was back home in Ireland. I would call it thread. But nobody knows what I'm talking about if I don't round off my words or put a little twang on the end of things. And I've gotten quite in the habit of it now. It doesn't yeah, 10 years I've gotten quite in the habit of it now. Oh, mammy. I've made a bit of a cat nest with this thread here, but I don't know why it seems to be catching here. As it is a serger, we couldn't do this on a regular sewing machine. We couldn't leave that knot in there. Oh dear. Oh, we're so close. We're so close. I'm trying not to pull it so tight, but so the difference between where we're threading on a serger and threading on a sewing machine is the loops on the mechanisms on the looper are quite a little, the holes, you know, that the thread goes through are a bit bigger than on your sewing needles on the machine. So now you have two sewing needles on the serger, so once you get to the needles, you have to stop everything. Okay, this is a walking disaster, and I don't want to spend any more time wasting on that. So I've cut that big nest of knot off, and I'm just going to attach this thread with a very tiny little knot, and that will go through my looper. And I'm just going to snip the ends of the threads. I've pulled it nice and tight, so that should work its way through the looper. It's not going in a needle. So it'd be more like, I think it acts like a bit like a crochet hook, really. If for anyone that knows anything about crochet, and I certainly don't. Nothing worth telling, that's for sure. All right, we're back. So we've done this side. And now we want to just check our corners. That looks excellent from there. And then it's come, how has that come? Okay, yeah, no, that's really good. Oh, I like that. That's really good. That second corner that I did. The first one is looking a mess. So I'm going to undo that and going to try and attempt. So I'm unpicking just at this corner. I knew it hadn't worked for me. Actually, what I'm going to do is, I am. I'm going to take off some of this bulk from the older stitching from that. The first stitching I did, 1/4 inch. Just taking off a little bulk. My trash can is missing. But I won't complain because obviously my husband took out the trash and moved, or the rubbish. Here are the ducks laughing. They're quackers. They're quackers about me. They have great time in the ducks. Daryl, don't they have great time in the ducks?
Yeah.
Same minds. We're aligned somehow. Going to go a little bit further back. Okay, so the second corner, ones I had, okay, let's see how it goes. Kind of makes more sense to me as I approach the corner. All right, so we go about there. I'm about an inch away from the corner. Okay, and we want, this is what we want to go in them. 1/4 inch. So because I cut a 1/4 inch off that bulkiness, you know, to save me ripping and everything, so I know I have to hold back a 1/4 inch. So I'm going to back stitch, have my foot off because I don't want to catch my finger under that needle. So see here, hello, there we are. Oh, don't know what I see. That's where the needle went through, and I can feel the nail now coming away. You'll have to watch a few videos back if you don't know what I'm talking about. So now I'm coming into where I'm wanting a 1/2 inch seam allowance. So I'm lining up there to where, okay, oh man, okay, I'm going to have bulk. Okay, might want to take, so this is what I'm talking about. If I release some more stitches and get my foot off that thing, that pedal, if I release more stitches, I can ease the fabric in because it wants to bubble. You can see already it wants to bubble on me. And so I'm just releasing a little more stitch, and see when I pull it and angle the corner where it needs to be. Yeah, there's still a bit of ease, but I'm trying to get down the pucker. Okay, yeah, let me see. How much? There's, yeah, I need to. They're getting dangerous now. I've got a razor blade in my hand, and it's very sharp. I haven't really used it much, but see, because it's taut into the needle and I'm pulling the fabric back from it, it's ripping it out nicely and not ripping the fabric. But you have to just know what you're feeling for, that you're not going to cut in, because as easy as it's cutting these threads, you don't want it nicking your fabric. Okay, I'm gonna see now. Oh, I showed you a very bad habit there. I mean, that was terrible. That was terrible. If you're nervous of using a razor blade for what I've just done, don't use it. But I'll tell you what it's great for now. It's great for scraping away the threads I've just sliced through. Just scraping them away, you know. Anyway, here we go, back to this. Okay, have a little bit of smoothing down to do. I have quite a bubble. I'm trying to figure out why I have a bubble here at this corner. Let me see, is it, am I, yeah, okay, now I'm lined up there. You know, I didn't really have it. I didn't have that much of a bubble. Okay, let's see. Okay, we're gonna go for it. I have it flat here as I turn the corner, and I'm going to try and eliminate it as close here as I can, especially as I have, like, you know, the corner of the cushion to help with smoothing this out. But as we go down, there's not so much a smoother outer where we're going to be. Okay, here we go. Oh, this is frustrating. I'm going to have to rip more. This is frustrating now. I know I'm going to need more room, so this is coming a ways with me. It is puzzling to me though why there is so much fabric from a 1/4 inch. You know what I'm saying? Do you hear all that coming out? And I haven't had me coffee, me midday coffee for me breakfast. Just had breakfast. Okay, I might need another bit in. Okay. That's the funniest sound. That's the funniest sound you ever heard in your life. I don't care what anybody says. It is the funniest sound. Our creator is just hilarious. The imagination that he has is... Who could have come up with that for a sound for a creature? And there's nothing boring about them. Those ducks, they're as crafty. We have ducks outside, just in case you didn't know. They're not ours, but we kind of treat them like they are. Yeah, I'm very enamored with them. It's not. I'm going to come to this corner now, which was perfect. I don't understand. I really don't. Let me see. No, that's good. So I'm not understanding why I have so much fabric from the edge to ease in. In fact, it's not really easing in. I think I'm going to be bad, and I'm going to make a pucker. Try not to make it so. I'm going to have to. Because I don't want to get to that corner and deal with all this. And I think it could be hidden on the side. And it has to be the top one, of course. It's the top edge. Okay. That is. Now I've met up with the next area of stitching. We'll just have to see how it goes. very bad, very, very bad. Oh no, I broke the thread. Okay, I have to keep an eye on the time. Goodness gracious, it's almost 1 o'clock. Now, oops, snip that off. It got really cold today. Once the morning got through, you know, about 9:30. It had been really nice and sunny, and then 9:30 there was cloud came in, but no rain, thankfully. I don't think. Oh wow, I don't know. I think a good pressing actually, because there's no actual pucker, but there's a little gathering here. There's no pucker. It looks really bad, but there's still no pucker. So I think once I can steam that out with the iron. Okay, so now time to go over here. I'm going to go from this angle and go in again, my 1/2 inch. I'm really looking forward to seeing these on again, because it just cheered me up no end. And I cut them out, I measured them and I cut them out, and I had my plan, my 1/2 inch seam allowance. Why do we do that? Why do we do that? Why do we second guess ourselves? Oh no, maybe it might not fit, because, you know, I was thinking of ease. Well, it's not a person, it's a cushion, you know. I'm not going to be jumping around. I do it all the time. I second guess myself all the time, and it's infuriating, and it's like I cannot train my brain not to do that, not to second guess myself. All right, I'm coming up to the corner. I'm just going to, just in case my foot slips and I take something out, I'm going to trim it again, because we don't want all of that bulk there. So I'm going to trim that stitching. That means I don't have to rip anything. So, but I just have to be aware when I get to the corner, I'm no longer treating it as a 1/2 inch seam allowance. I will be treating it as a 1/4 inch. Just snip that bit there as well. And we get a little graduation toward it. Now, so here. So, I will have this coming down, and I need to be snipping, so I want to get to there about. I have all these friction pens, but not around when I need one. Let me see, how do I'll just use a pencil. I'm going to use a pencil and just mark where it's at a 1/4 inch here. Okay. Okay, all right, let's go. Sit down. So I'm watching my bottom piece, which is the flat of the cushion. So I'm watching that and seeing, coming close now with my needle. Oh, you can't see there. So I'm coming close with my needle, and there's my little mark. There's the mark there. So the needle is about 1/4 inch from there. It's right there. Now, so the top piece of fabric, I want to flatten down, and I want to get this all the way around here, and I don't want to pucker. And I want this now. This is going to be my 1/2 inch seam allowance down here, and I'm flattening this down now. See, I have a little join here of where I joined this fabric that's going to be on the edge. Okay, let's see, it's flat now. It's flat down. I'm going to give a little back stitch there just in case we have a rip around there. I'll check it when we're done. You know, just in case I didn't, it won't rip all the way out. Okay. So we're going, we're flying it now. So these type of projects are just a joy to be with on the machine, because you just listen to that madness. Now here we come again. I'm coming again to another corner. So again, I'm snipping off that bulk. Going to have gorgeous flat corners. Now, yes, I could get up and I could look for my trash can. That, you see, now, where am I? That would detract from my sheer euphoria of being at the machine here. Okay, back, get me pencil again. Get me 1/4 inch mark there on the corner. That's it. Just be aware. Where I need to be. And let's stick that there as well. Okay. Oh, that's going to get in the way. Let me put it there. Oh, and the thing pulls it out. Okay, back stitch. About there. Okay, so I'm pulling this forward. Pulling everything forward, making sure we have a flat edge here at the corner, and we are little bulky there, little bulky. Okay. And we're on the straight for home now. There we go. Now, just going to see. I think I will take you with me if you're very quiet and not irritating, and I will see how this cover goes over the cushion before I put the zip on, in case I need to take in it anymore. I know you're going to be just great. Oh, that's good, yeah. But the joint is there, but it's good. It looks good. I'm really only interested in the top cushion. No, that's where I think that will come out with the. So where some of the puckering is here, which will be the visible side of the cushion, where but we're going to have the cushion to push it out, and we'll also give it a good steam. And I look cross-eyed. Okay, I'm going to grab the cushion and see how it is. Okay, so here is the cushion. Voila! And here is me getting the cushion cover over. Just see. I'm seeing what's hanging over here and it's not pretty. Okay, this is much better, a much better fit for the cushion. So the lesson here for me today is don't be second guessing yourself. Okay, now need all the muscle. That's how it should have felt on Sunday. Just trying to be careful I don't knock my camera out and ruin the video again. Okay. Come on here. It's hard to do this on this side because my nail. It's funny how nails give you so much support. Now it's a little bit twisted, but that is a much better fit. Oh yes, it is. That's a much better fit now for the cushion. So I'll have to manhandle this a little bit so that the edges are lined up where they need to be. But that's pretty good overall. Now I'm happy with that. Be much better, look much better on the couch. Okay, where did we go wrong with this? Okay. Oh, I'm just going in the other one. There we are. Okay. Oh, that's so much better. Right here, I'm trying to push my hand down into it. Yeah. So I can pull it over there. No, I did the right thing, definitely taking that back to the machine. Now, I think I might do a zip day tomorrow instead of today. But anyway, I'm going to put that on there. It's perfect there, which means it should be perfect here. It's not fully sitting into the bottom of that over there. Let me see again. Oh gosh, my nail. I think the nail where the sewing needle went in, it's going to definitely go south on me. Come here, yeah. Yeah, cushion, yeah. If nothing more, look at here. We're here for the laughs, okay? Yeah. That's it. Oh, that, and even when it comes up to the top now, looks good. So I will be, I guess I could mark out now where I'm going to put that zip and then figure out how we will get this thing to sit down. No idea, but it'll be something like that. Anyway, that's good. So we'll get back and we'll do the other one now. And then I'm having a cup of coffee. In fact, I'm going to have a cup of coffee now. You should do the same. Like and subscribe.